Hello, everyone. This is the second episode of our podcast of Three Buckets No Shits. Sorry for the long delay on this podcast, on this episode. But yeah, let's turn that. Today we'll be talking about mahjong, a little bit of politics, sandwiches, toilets, and most importantly, love. Yeah, I know. But overall, this episode was fun to work on and to record and hope all of you are having a good day. And before we start, I must to say that smoking is bad, drinking is bad. Do not drink alcohol. Do not smoke cigarettes. Do not take any sort of tobacco products. That's good. It's addictive. It's bad for you, and value yourself. But yeah, from that, the episode will start now. I hope all of you are having a good day, and yeah. We do not condone any actions, but yeah, that's all. Have fun with the episode. See you.
Uh,
Hello, Benny.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Three Buckets No Shits podcast. I am your host. Now we are brought here with Daniela and Isaac, and oh god, we have a wonderful agenda for you today.
Yep.
Daniela, would you please take it?
So our first topic is the topic of mahjong. We all know how much we love mahjong. It's like an amazing game. We love gambling. We all love gambling. We also love the Chinese. We all love the Chinese. Xiao Hong Shu. You know what they say.
Zhao Hongshu. Zhao Hongshu.
A screenshot from Breaking Bad saying "we." There is no "we."
yeah. But
just
like
do that on
you
post.
know, like I don't know what that. But mahjong. What do we like about it?
I think the great thing about mahjong is that when you first start learning it, you're kind of like an ape with a hammer. You don't know what you're doing. But then once you get into it, you kind of start losing your soul and every bit of dignity in your life just for that game because it is just so damn addicting.
Yep.
When the day that I make a Yakuman is the day I could die happy.
Exactly. You know, I like remember somewhere, but like I think it's like Mao something like that, Mao Zedong, right? He's like actually mentioned somewhere that mahjong is like one of the biggest sins or something along the lines of that.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Is it because of the nature of gambling?
yeah, it's so addictive that Mao Zedong considered it to be harmful to the society. Wait.
Opium of the
Okay.
masses.
Mahjong
No.
segment done. Let's move on to politics. Trump is stupid. His foreign policy makes little sense, and I will not tell
Buy Greenland.
Okay, buying
Invade
Greenland.
Canada.
Okay, no. Let me rephrase it. Trump insists that he wants to make America great again. But then he's taking the singular thing that makes it great, which is its cultural exporter. Monitoring cultural exporter by getting rid of US aid. Like, America didn't become such a great
Man.
power until it started influencing the world politics through its navy, through its by living isolationism, by involving
And
itself
now with US aid gone, how are your average
Yeah,
Congolese
like-
pals gonna get their Coca-Cola and their Marlboro Reds? Honestly,
aside from that, like someone from Iraq won't go like, "Oh, you say the land of the great." They'll go like, "Fuck USA." That's something like that.
I think
And
Iraq doesn't like
what else?
Americans at all. Still, after the little Iraq thingy
Yeah.
with Bush,
What else?
well, new Bush.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know what I mean, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
another thing is, welcome back, oligarch. Welcome back, 19th century America. Fucking
Yeah.
lobbying and shit.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I love my oligarchs. I love my tech oligarchs.
Welcome
I
back,
love
J.P. Morgan.
I love that there now is just new political machines. Welcome back 19th century political machines that MacArthur so desperately tried to destroy. Oh well. We're back with it
well.
with
Welcome
Elon.
back.
And now
Yesterday times.
Elon, for whatever reason, an unelected official of the United States, for whatever reason, has complete access
to
to
the
the entire federal transfer system.
yeah. What do you think about that, Isaac?
I didn't know about that. Actually, is that real?
Yeah.
He has complete unfeathered access to every single department's budget. He could just cut it off when he wants.
Yeah.
That's honestly not very surprising, but yeah, that's
That's
kind of
really bad.
fucked up. like obviously.
Would you
Yeah.
say it's a
Yeah.
pro gamer move?
I sure, yeah.
Like,
No, it's a pro
and
gamer move, just like the pro gamer that Elon Musk actually is. Did you see the stream?
Don't even with the Path of Exile thing. I
Oh, yeah.
remember
No,
that. That
he's
was
a pro gamer.
so
He's a pro
bad.
gamer.
That is
like,
so bad.
like,
Honestly, like I'm sorry, I have to cut you off. I just want to finish this this thought. Like I thought I was bad, like in most video games. You know, like I always thought I was shit at Deadlock. We all know it's a horrible game.
yeah.
I still play it and I still abuse it, just like a toxic relationship. But I've never seen someone so bad at a game yet so confident in spewing bullshit. It is incredible. It is incredible how bad it is. He didn't even know the basic controls of Path of Exile. He didn't even know how to use the map UI.
Elon's
Damn.
maps. Elon's maps.
Yeah, Elon's
Yeah.
maps.
Elon's Musk.
Anyways, Anila, what were you about to say? Sorry, I had to cut you there.
And then, like, I guess the final topic of the topic, I guess, right? You know how, like, they're speaking of clearing out the swamp and then reducing government budget.
Mhm,
Imagine
yeah.
if, you know how there's like basically legal corruption through lobbying.
Yes.
Imagine if they went and used all those lobbying funds instead of for personal gain, just to reinvesting into the government.
That would be that's called taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
That's literally called taxes.
yeah, but Americans haven't discovered that. They're not doing that. There's
You're saying
all
it's
this
not enough
additional
vocabulary?
lobbying income that is going into
No,
individual
I don't think-
politicians.
Listen. I don't think it's that the problem is Americans don't understand what taxes are. I just think that like, they're deathly allergic to it. Like it's peanut butter
Yeah,
allergy,
like
you know?
they're like built in, I guess, with the fear of taxes because oh me, more freedoms, more American freedoms and stuff like that. But yeah,
Gets footed
And-
with a $2 million bill for one little band-aid.
Yep. I guess that's all on the topics I had for politics because if we speak for any longer, Isaac will go insane. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
So I
will.
think we have to start going to toilets. You know, I think
toilets, yes,
toilets are a cornerstone of
Of a-
human civilization.
of a
I-
culture.
First
the
question,
modern-
bidet or no bidet?
like
Sorry? Bidet or
Bidet
no
or no
bidet?
bidet?
bidet.
Is bidet good or bad?
Okay.
Personally,
I-
I never used a bidet, right? I
Okay.
don't really get the logistics of using bidets. So like,
What if you have like a really hairy ass, you know, and like you know, if you shit, there's some chunks left on your in
no,
your
like
hair,
the,
you know what I
the
mean?
main reason I'm saying that, is because I don't get the logistics of a bidet. It's like toilet's shaped and you're supposed to sit there, but I never understood like how the water's supposed to go up the ass pipe, not the ass pipe, but the ass crack. Not up, but over.
Are
the
you
ass
saying
crack.
are you saying that like your ass crack is just like wired shut, like you put Elmer's glue between your butt cheeks?
No, no.
I don't think it's supposed to go like inside. Of,
Yeah. That was why I was changing the statement because it sounded wrong.
Right.
But anyways, I never really got the logistics, so I never really spit days. I really went more the route of just going to the shower and washing my butt. Yeah.
Fair enough. That is
Sure.
really the Slavic way. I mean, you know, I
Yeah,
think most of us
like-
do that. Any sanitary man would.
Like why install like a second more expensive toilet that you can't even shit in when you can just have a toilet?
Wait, you can't shit in the bidet toilet?
Yeah, you can shit in the bidet.
No, it's like an attachment. I'm talking
Exactly.
about the
Oh,
attachment.
it's an attachment. I don't know, never
It's an
used
Yeah,
those.
where it automatically is like aimed at your asshole and it
Like
cleans
the
it for you.
Japanese
You just need to
ones.
like click a button.
But like also, you know, like also like a lot of European households, and especially like in Slovenia, if you go to like any like old household, like let's say 2000s and before, like you have the sink, the toilet, and between the sink and the toilet, like there's this little wash basin
Yeah.
where you,
Oh, yeah,
where, you
there
where you
is.
take like
Yeah.
a washcloth and practically you sit on it and you rub your ass crack with it.
Exactly.
Like it's
Horrifying.
probably honestly it's better than a bidet because you could also clean your groin and everything, you know? If you think about it.
Why
Yeah.
they have shit on your dick?
No. Like if like you know if you come from a long day of work and you don't want to take a shower, you know, you just have to clean the most important parts and then call it a day.
Yeah, because Balkan people hate showers.
My God, I thought it. Well,
Have you never had a day where you're just too fucking tired to shower, so you just go immediately to sleep and then you wake up and feeling like God damn it.
I can kind of relate to that, but I don't know. It's just the fact it's like I'm kind of self-conscious about my smell, so I like just go shit. If I don't take a shower, I'll smell like shit.
That is a fair point. I mean, I mean, it was a bit of a problem. Oh shit! Did we
Mm,
just
Don't
I just
mention that. I'll edit that out. I'll just blurt it out.
Yeah, just cut it.
just
Like,
censor that.
try not to mention any direct places where we used
Actually,
to.
censor it. Do like a
Censor
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
beep.
I'll
Just
censor it. I'll censor
just say
it. Anyways,
just say insert.
no, no, I'll just bleep it out. I like,
Yeah,
Just bleep everything.
bleep everything. Yeah, just bleep everything.
yeah,
All right.
like just don't go into really specifics.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Anyways. So,
Anyways,
anyways, we're talking about toilets,
toilets,
and not only bidets. I'm talking about toilet design.
toilet
I think
designs.
right now, what we should-
I can think of four, maybe three main movements of the European and a subcategory of the European, the German toilet. Then there's the hole in the ground toilet, and then I think there's the American toilet, which is like pressurized. I know way too much
Wait.
about it because genuinely, on YouTube, one of the channels that I'm following is just toilet reviews, not like toilet reviews, but like they find toilets
Wait.
and then they like film a
no,
5 minute
Christian,
video on
Christian,
it.
Christian. When you talk about the German toilet, is it the one toilet where like if you take a shit, it like there's like a little plateau?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the one that I have currently.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like sometimes the problem is like they take really fat shits. Sometimes water splashes up to my ass and it's awful.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you flush while you're still sitting on the toilet.
No. My shit's so big that literally it splashes up whatever
No, but
water.
like when we're talking about the plateau,
Oh.
I think you mean like you're like shitting, right? And then the plateau, and then the shit is on the plateau.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I was
exactly.
thinking.
Exactly. The shit's on the plateau, but the plateau has some water in it, right? Because it's not exactly
Oh, it
flat.
does. Okay.
some
Oh
water
yeah,
in
yeah. I think I get what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. You see
Oh,
what I'm
that must be
talking about?
like really nasty. Like imagine like
Ex-
going on holiday and then coming back and there's just like a full up shit water. Basically.
The thing is that though, like because of that, the German toilet has to kind of compensate with more flush power, if you know what I mean.
That is actually good because like at my grandparents' place, they also have like a toilet, which is more of like the standard European design, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which has really weak flush power, if I'll be honest. And the thing is, like I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit gross about this, but we're talking about toilets, so poop is naturally about to come up. But the issue is I might have like some sort of problem where I can't really digest fats, like
Mhm.
based on my shit analysis, my amateur shit analysis. Mostly
Your
because
fecal
my shit
analysis?
floats. Shit,
Oh.
yeah, it floats. It's not really
It's
supposed to.
buoyant. It's buoyant.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a maritime vessel.
Yeah, yeah, it's buoyant.
It's buoyant. You need a good amount of flush power. Yeah, I get that.
Like when it's buoyant, like I cannot repeat the amount of times when I take a shit
Mhm.
and then it literally, and then at my grandparents' place I take a shit and it's like for some reason whenever I go to my grandparents' place I have these really good bowel movements, really good healthy giant shits.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
I shit and then I try to flush with the biggest setting. It doesn't flush. I have to wait until like the shit is saturated with water, and then I have to like do an extra scoop of water to actually flush it down.
Like
Oh.
I think like it has to saturate with water for what, like about 15 minutes?
No, it never that long, but still.
Because I mean, what causes a shit to float like that?
It's undigested fats.
Huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Water and oil, what hitting once again?
Yep. Another water and oil classic.
Right, back to toilets.
Yeah. Okay, so we covered the German toilet, the European toilet. What about hole in the ground toilet?
You mean like the fucking Italians, those uncivilized people?
Well, I think the hole in the ground solution is more common than any other solution.
But I
Wait, the
like,
one
I
where you
have
have to like squat?
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to
yeah.
squat. How
Oh,
am I
okay.
supposed to enjoy my fucking Goyslop reels
It's
when I
like
have to crouch?
well, you enjoy Goislop reels in a cafe smoking a cig with coffee, right? That's the Italian way of enjoying the reels, right?
That's the Italian way.
Yeah. But then, like, if you look at the German way of enjoying like reels, I guess Instagram reels,
Yeah.
but it would be on the toilet because they're so efficient, so they cannot really devote any other amount of time to scrolling on reels. So it seems that's the logic.
You think it's about you think like if
Another
you're
possibility
outside
is
enjoying a coffee, smoking a cigarette, and you're doing through reels, that is inefficient. So it's better to enjoy your goy slop as you're taking a shit. In other words,
Yeah.
because you're actively doing something which you need to do.
Yep. Also,
Yeah.
Yeah,
another thing is
while I'm
that
scrolling, while on my streak, I don't want to break that. Like, I don't want the toilet experience to interfere with the doom scrolling. So if I have to squat, you might say that, well, just keep scrolling while you're squatting. But if you drop your phone, that's all I'm gonna say.
if you drop your phone, then I don't know, don't doom scroll when you're squatting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the problem. That's the problem
Well,
of the
then try to
actual
take a
toilet.
quick shit
Just do
and
a better
then
toilet
just
where you can.
I don't know. But like the issue with such toilets, in my personal experience, because they usually actually I want to go back on the Italian statement. Another possible reason is because they're cheapskates.
You think they're frugal little fucks?
Yep.
They
That's a
can't
fair
afford
point.
the material to. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, they have a shit economy, anyways. Shit economy means. Actually, I wonder. I'm actually gonna do like, cause I study economics, right?
Yeah.
And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a economic analysis of the economic prosperity of a country in correlation with their toilets.
My God. Like the statistical correlation between the
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to look at the Pearson coefficient to see if they're strong or weak.
my God.
Maybe
But
look at the DOT test also.
yeah, what was talking about toilet shitting. Oh yeah, in my personal experience, the toilet type of the hole in the ground type of toilets, they can get messy quick, and I mean quick if they're like in outhouses because they like get filled up really quickly with shit, especially if it's like in public places.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I want to bring up another question about toilets, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're outside and you need to go take a shit, are you gonna wait until you get home to take a crap, or are you gonna actually just go take a public restroom?
Surprisingly, right? That really happens to me. Like when I actually have to shit when I'm in public.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
somehow my body recognizes that, oh shit, it's not home, so I don't shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What about you, Isaac?
I think it depends on the atmosphere. If it's
Mhm.
like really loud, I'll just go for it. I mean, it's not like, you know, I feel like it's kind of more intrusive if it's like completely quiet. Like there's someone else in the restroom with me potentially, and then it's like complete silence broken by just the plop, and it's so resounding. Just like the contrast between the yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, it feels like when it's dead silent, I feel like I'm taking shit in a cathedral, with the reverb. Honestly,
Yeah, right. I feel that.
The review.
honest,
Right.
honestly, like I think about it. Like beforehand, I was a few weeks ago. I was in Germany. I was at a cafe, right? And the problem is that a day before, I ate this really shitty kebab, like really crappy kebab, garbage kebab.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably not made by a Turk. That's why.
Oh
And
yeah.
so my stomach was dying at the cafe, and I needed to go take a crap. But I was like, I want to go home to take a crap because that's what I want to do, right? But it was that bad. Like my stomach felt like it was opening to the gates of hell, right? I run for the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And then practically I just let hell break loose. Like the sound of thunder would even make Zeus proud from the shit that I
So
had.
wars.
But the worst part about that is that when I was finally done after about 30 minutes, I get out, I'm feeling liberated, like a giant weight has gone off my goddamn shoulders. And then
Yeah.
when I get out, some poor guy turns around and looks at me like he just saw the fucking devil.
But
Let's
like,
see.
okay, on that topic, was it worse or better than Chivap incident?
Honestly, slightly, like the Chavapi incident is like something that you can never compare to. Like this was bad, but it wasn't as Chavapi level bad.
Oh.
Cause like Chavapi level bad had me going back and forth from the toilet, drinking water with electrolytes, just so I don't die of dehydration.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Genuinely,
Good lord. But yeah.
genuinely.
What else? Uh,
So I mean, I said. So my question is, so what kind of this accumulates to is that sometimes when like these, with these, how should I say, like these rapture level craps, right? Do you take your clothes fully off to like solely focus on it, like it's some fucking like it's Dragon Ball Z type of shit?
like at home, like yeah, underwear off, like spreading my legs, fucking establishing like the full leg drive.
The fucking pile drive.
Like what, like like when you're bench pressing, right, and then you have to like put your legs in a specific way to get also leg drive, right?
Hmm.
It's like the same but shitting.
Huh.
So you say like you wouldn't take your clothes off in public, like in a public toilet, but you would do it.
Like
You
at
do it at home,
home,
right?
yeah, we do that.
Mhm. Nah, that's fair. That's fair. What about you, Isaac?
It rarely happens to me. I think you could kind of gather that.
Yeah, you don't need much.
But
Yeah,
when it does,
Do you pray to God?
I it's never really that bad. So
yeah.
it's just like a normal shit. I don't know, man.
You know,
Mm,
I think I
hmm.
never had like an experience of shitting so badly that I like was genuinely stuck to the toilet for like a really long time. Like, yeah, I
You
never really
never
had
had that?
that. Usually, like flitters
I'm
out in
taking you
one
to
go.
India. I'm taking you to India.
Hell yeah. Fucking, how do you call it? It's like a challenge test, like an exam.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm pretty sure.
Stomach power, less strength level, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to like some backstreet corner with some like blind Indian man cooking with God knows what fucking food and safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's using probably the most esoteric spices that probably the only other person that known for it was like a 12th century Arabic spice trader.
I got. Yeah. Okay. One final thing about toilets, I guess that we want to talk about.
Hmm.
When you're pitching in the toilets, you never really find like the proper technique to
Hmm.
not get splashed, or like to not get splashed on my legs, right? When I'm pissing, standing up, right? Of course, you can actually like sit down and like pee like that, but that's like gay. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like
What about if it's like in your own home? If you're pissing in your own home, are you just gonna stand up and
like
piss?
depends. I don't know. Usually it's like 50-50 from standing up or sitting down peeing, right?
I mean,
Like
I mean,
sometimes you just go in and then want to pee without sitting down because I don't know, the toilet might be slightly, I don't know. Never mind that. But like I never can find like the proper technique to pee so it doesn't splash on my legs
mhm.
one way or another.
Just
It's
sit
like
down.
always bugs me.
Just
Like
sit
I
down.
try to pee in the water, splashes. I try to pee on the side of the wall, splashes. I try to pee on the flat part, splashes. Like
So would you say that? Would you say that like Would you say that pissing standing up is an AOE attack?
self-inflicted. Yes.
Definitely, definitely.
Yep.
It's like casting fireball, but at close range.
Yep.
Definitely.
What else?
Well, I think we've kind of come in to the well, ironically, we've come to the end of the no shits part of this conversation.
Yeah.
So I think Isaac should bring up an agenda.
What do you think, Isaac? Will you like use one of our meme pictures for inspiration? Do you have something on your mind that you maybe want to share?
I kind of want to close up the toilet conversation with which one is the best objectively.
The best.
Okay, so what are the criteria that we're talking about the best? Are we talking about flush power, design,
Everything,
reduced splash?
everything combined.
I would say the European toilet
I would agree.
Yeah.
because it has that perfect flush to like minimal splash power. I have to say, I
Actually,
very much enjoy.
wait. Before, actually, I really wanted to point it out. We didn't really talk about American style toilets.
Yeah,
Ah,
I
those.
never really experienced
Me
those,
neither. Never been to.
obviously,
I
but
mean, like,
I heard that the water is really high up, so you can like dip your nutsack in there, and that's
yeah,
probably not too pleasant.
it did happen to me once on a very hot and sticky summer day.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, it's not pretty, especially and especially because the toilet's so high up, right? Sometimes what can happen is that if you have a really big shit, like the tip of your log can touch your ball sack.
Oh,
Yeah, very subpar
yeah,
design.
Yeah.
Very
bad.
subpar design.
Okay, then I guess not that good. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
let's just all go with European design.
I would say European because first of all, I would say like because the where the toilet water is, like there's a lot of distance between that, you know. So that means there's minimal splash. Plus, you can shit a lot more without flushing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then
Okay.
again, the high flush power and usually designed with good piping allows for let's just say one good flush, even for like heavy duty loads.
Of
I have to
course.
say. And plus, what I do like about it is that it has a nice flush sound.
Oh yeah.
It does. It's alright. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like when I think of a gold standard sound for a toilet, I think of the European toilet. By the way, we're not sponsored by European toilets.
We're
Okay?
not sponsored by European
Yeah, no,
toilets.
we're not.
We aren't sponsored by European toilets and can't protect it in any way.
We're not. No one is. Big Toilet has not given us money. Okay, we promise.
Speaking of sponsors, thank you to Epic Games for the
Yeah,
second
thank you,
time
Epic Games.
sponsoring this podcast.
We're
Thank
still
you.
waiting on the Onion News sponsor, but yeah, we'll get to that
well,
point eventually.
we're kind of workshopping our the way
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
should.
we're still figuring out this out. We need to at least hire the HR department. We need to hire like the PR department. We need to hire the.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. It's the whole shebang.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
we're still in the process of
Whole
that. But yeah,
package, whole package. But anyways, I think we should move on from this topic. I think we kind of, how should I say, neatly ended the whole great big flush
toilets.
question, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to go to Isaac for the next conversation.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
On my mind right now is I want Danila to edit um, in post, of course, the middle bucket
Yeah.
on
The
screen.
The
I
middle bucket.
want you to look up John on Google and take the first picture that pops up and make the guy pop out his
Why?
head a little bit from the middle bucket.
Oh my.
I just want that. I think it would be
Honestly,
pretty cool.
I think. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Hold on. I got even better. I think for the next podcast, what we can do is, I still have the photos of us wearing buckets on our hats,
Yeah.
so it'll just be us peeking up.
But
I see.
who gets like one bucket? Who gets one bucket?
I call dibs middle.
Damn, middle child.
Okay, that's fucked up. Yeah, I'll take the right one, I guess.
I'm taking the left one, I guess. Then, yeah.
All right.
Good. Okay,
Alright.
it's established.
Established. Okay, good. But yeah, what else?
Yeah, exactly. I think Isaac, come on. You said you had a few ideas going on.
Not really, but I guess we should mention that the next episode, so episode 3, is going to be the music episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
actually,
I think
there's
we should
something.
talk about
Wait,
how
hold on.
many songs and what's the rules.
How many songs?
Wait. I mean, honestly, I think we should leave that for the
Yeah,
next
we
episode.
should that
But
like off call.
I have
Yeah,
I have
episode
I have
3.
I have a better idea to talk about.
Okay.
What is definitely the best sandwich?
Oh yeah, exactly.
I don't want to get into the what's technically a sandwich conversation.
We
again.
know what the sandwich is.
No. We were fucking just trolling, okay? We were just trolling.
Okay.
Like that was just pure trolling, okay? But
All right,
okay,
yeah,
so
that's
let's first make the parameters of a sandwich, okay?
A sandwich. It has a bread and then a filling. So yes, technically it makes a hot dog a sandwich.
Technically speaking, yes, but I feel like hot dog is its own subcategory in the
Yeah,
sandwich
like
family.
we can of course say that something is technically a sandwich. We can say that.
I
Actually,
think we should exclude everything that has like a resounding category of its own. So hot dog
True,
is obviously
yeah.
established.
no,
True.
wait. But what do we think about like? Have you seen like the taste atlas like results for the best sandwiches in the world? And like shawarma is on there. Like how?
I
Shawarma?
think you're
No.
alone on
I
this
feel like
one.
okay, listen. Shawarma, I don't think is a sandwich. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Fair enough.
I believe it's like a wrap, like yufka. Like it's in
Yeah.
that category, right?
Yeah. Okay,
And also
that
like doner
clarifies
kebab,
things.
right? Doner kebab, it's not a sandwich, right? It's not. It's its own category. So like I think
No,
when we're
no, no.
talking about
Like doner kebab when it's like made in like a pita and stuff like that. That's definitely like a sandwich. I
you
would
would say
say
it's a
that.
sandwich, Isaac. You would say that's a sandwich.
I wouldn't. I think it's a kebab because that's in the name.
No, no, but I'll start working over this at some point if this conversation continues the way that I don't like it going to be. But doner kebab just means rotating meat. Rotating meat the way you can serve it as a yufka kebab, you can serve it as a doner kebab. Like traditionally in Turkey, it's served more like as a platter, right? This
It's kind of like a it's the proto cevap in other words.
kebab literally means meat. Kebab basically means grilled meat, more or less. Like I don't know the exact specifics, but kebab is just you won't like go up to a person in Turkey and say, "Oh, can I have a
I would
kebab,
like to
please?"
wait. Hold on. I would like to let the audience know that Danila is a state sponsored propagandist, personally sent by Erdogan.
Turkey, Turkey,
Exactly. Exactly.
Turkey.
So I just want to
After
let that know as
yep.
like in the community notes. But
Yep.
anyways, so before Danila starts like blowing a gasket, and start
Like
talking about how great
just
Erdogan is.
before you like completely block me out by saying my statement is irrelevant. What I want to say, kebab comes in many forms, and I think like if kebab, I agree that it isn't. A sandwich is more like a wrap, but I will heavily argue that doner kebab and the fact that you basically put meats, veggies, and stuff like that in between
Mhm.
the like two pieces of bread, or like in between a single piece of bread, that is a sandwich.
But I think when we're talking about sandwiches, I think we also have to think about the cultural idea of a sandwich, which
By
I think we're talking the Western perspective, not let's say the Oriental.
So we're basically talking from a German perspective of a sandwich.
I think so, yeah. And also kind of let's say I know this is
No,
a bit
but then that
American
you
centric.
because from a German perspective, yeah, but Germans are very bland with the sandwiches.
Wait, what about the Americans? The Americans love their sandwiches.
Americans basically bottled all their sandwich culture from Germany.
Hey, the poor boy is one of the greatest fucking sandwiches, and you cannot
Oh,
tell me. It's
that's
straight.
French.
It's French. I know.
Let me.
Fucking, I love Louisiana. Okay. Anyways, so
I don't
yeah.
know.
So anyways, tracking into that conversation of what the best sandwich is, I think the poor boy is the best sandwich
Oh
by
boy.
far, hands down.
Isaac, check my share screen.
I see it. I don't know.
That looks like a Subway sandwich.
I never tried it. It
Listen,
looks.
It looks
It doesn't
good.
look
I
like.
would eat
And
that.
I
I
don't
would
know.
eat that.
it's
I would
fucking
try
delicious.
it.
It's fucking delicious. Most of the time it's made with fried shrimp. And it's
Yes.
so good. And plus the bread that is used, it's not a baguette. It's another type of bread where like it stays firm as you eat it, but when you bite into it and start chewing on it, it melts in your mouth. It melts in your mouth. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely so good.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty cheap too, honestly. Really like it a lot.
Well, okay. Let's like actually form on just let's just ignore like the fact that we're limiting to like how to call it European style sandwiches, but what sandwich I like the most.
What would you
If I'll
say?
be honest, kebab, doner kebab, it's a good sandwich. But if I'll be honest, something goaded is like
Hmm.
let me give it a second. I really
You
like
don't have to.
those. I don't know, just like those simple like cheese sandwiches, right? Where you take some China kielbasa or something like that from cheese. You just basically throw cheese and salami together, and then you get like a sandwich.
So what do you think of cream cheese and salami?
Cream salami is probably not the best choice with cream cheese. Like fish, cucumbers would be much better, right? Or even cream cheese by itself. But outside of that, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Isaac, what about you? What is definitely you would say hands down the best sandwich?
Okay, so this is right. I've been making this ever since I got one of those, closing toasters, which you can
Oh
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah. Panini
panini
press
close.
makers.
makers.
Panini makers, yeah.
Okay, I get I get toast, like the bread,
Uh
right?
huh.
And then the important parts are the mayonnaise, the mayo,
Uh huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, of
and
course.
the cheese. You need the cheddar, which melts.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
it is the best experience ever.
Mm-hmm.
You get the softness on the inside, you get the melted cheese on the outside. It's crunchy because of how the fucking toaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's perfect. It's just so good. I love
Mm-hmm.
it.
Honestly, breakfast sandwiches are also goaded.
Okay, how do you define a breakfast sandwich?
It has an egg in it and you eat it for breakfast.
Okay, like a was it what was the fucking McDonald's menu thing again?
The
McMuffin.
McMuffin.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate the fact that I knew it immediately.
I feel like you. I feel like at some point in your life you got abducted by McDonald's. Like they put a probe in you. So I could describe any menu item and you know it like right off the bat, like in a nanosecond.
Not gonna lie, I kind of fuck with the McMuffins heavy.
You fuck with the McMuffins.
I fuck with them heavy. Like that's so good. They're so good, and
Sweet,
there's no way to
surprising
describe them, but
statement.
they're good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. So we talked about like definitively what the best sandwich is, and we already talked like a pre-construction of them. If you were going to make a God sandwich, what is it going to be?
Mm.
Like, what is it going to contain?
Like
You have and like it's like any food is within your grasp and it's for free.
any
So like it could be
food.
black caviar, truffles, any of that fancy shit you want, it goes in.
Ooh, I will say for me, I can't lie. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. It's going to be mortadella with sour cream, and then like some really good sourdough bread.
I agree. That's actually a really good combo. Genuinely good combo. Honestly, I think I would go for like a jamon, cream cheese,
Come on it.
jamon. Yeah. No, not that. No JoJo references. No JoJo references. God fucking damn it.
Sorry.
No. It's like I feel like if any Spaniards is watching this, they're gonna fucking kill me. But jamon is like it's like Spanish prosciutto. Even though if I said that to a no, it's with a y because the J is
Come
in
on.
yeah, yamon, like your mom. Ha!
I, wait, let me just Google
Can you?
J
Spanish prosciutto. I don't
with
know how
with
to
a
spell.
with a J.
Ah, Yamon.
Jamon. Yeah,
Yeah,
jamon.
with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I can see. I can.
Thank you,
Right.
Hamon Brown. Thank you. Yes, that's what I like to put in my sandwich. By the way,
Okay, yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, say
Looks
it's
good.
really
Looks good.
it's really good. So I would go probably with cream cheese. Most likely, I would probably put like some cut pickle in it, just for the salt, a bit of the saltier taste. Because I am kind of like when it comes to my taste buds are as fucked as an Austrian inbred.
Yeah,
Um,
because you smoke. Holy shit. Anyways, continue.
no, it's not because of that. It's because I'm Slovene. Um,
Yeah, of course.
it's so
Equally bad.
I think equally bad. Agreed. So I think with that, I would probably finish off with that and probably either a sourdough or like a white bread, honestly,
Yeah.
like a nice white bread. And but I think like something that I could kill for any day of the week definitely is a good grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
Isaac, what would you say? How about you?
I would agree. Okay, you mentioned caviar at the beginning,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I know that sounds like the most basic shit ever,
What
but I
caviar?
think the texture, I don't know, I'm not fancy. I tried like one kind in my entire life, but
Fair
I
enough.
think the texture could go so well with so many. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's actually a fair
No.
point. I think it is.
Maybe not. To be honest, I never tried black caviar, right? But there's
Wait, you never
like
tried black caviar?
I never tried it down now. Like I don't really like the idea of it.
Oh, you mean like they have to gut a pregnant sturgeon and
Yeah,
rip out
yeah.
its
Also, I
babies.
don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just don't really
I
want to
am
die.
a sturgeon. I am a sturgeon.
I am a sturgeon. Yeah,
Put the video on like through the entire screen and post.
I like.
Like it has to be full screen.
Oh my god, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyways, uh, what I wanted to say, right? But I don't know. It's like I never tried the black caviar, but salmon caviar. Oh goodness gracious, it's so good. It's so good. Like
So what would you say like salmon caviar would go well with, or is it just kind of something you
like
eat by itself?
like the simplest awesome thing, right? You get the baguette, right, and then
Uh-huh.
you slice it instead of like instead of making one big sandwich, it's like those multiple cocktail bites, right? You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
like you cut it perpendicular to the direction of the baguette, right? So you
Mhm.
cut it like
Right.
that, like into relatively thin slices. Like I don't know, like from the length from your index top of your index finger till the first bone,
Mhm.
not the first bone, but like I don't know, first joint from the nail,
Mhm.
right? That thick of bread, maybe a little bit smaller. You get a healthy, some nice bit of butter on it, and then a
Mhm.
spoonful of red caviar, salmon caviar, and then, mwah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Mm. That's fair. That's genuinely fair.
Like it's amazing. Like if your table doesn't have that, like at New Year's, like you should go to hell.
Just straight to the boiler room.
Straight to
No,
the
like
boiler room. That's stretched
what
against God. That's blasphemy. One would say.
you would say like that like in Dante's Inferno type of shit. It would be like cocytus level shit.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, what else? Who was speaking
Mm.
before? Ah, yeah, Isaac,
Uh,
continue.
I I think I finished my. I don't think
no,
I
you
have
said
anything else to add.
caviar, but like, what did you want it with caviar with?
Okay. I think the perfect sandwich. Right. The bread should be. I think it should be on the softer side, but not too
Mhm.
soft. Like it
Yeah,
should be
because
on
I
the
can
So,
softer side, but
imagine.
also have some crunchiness because we
mhm.
love
So
crunchy.
you're saying like a light sear, in other words, like a light sear.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
we
Wait.
love that. I do think pickles would go incredibly well with most sandwiches as well. I
No, no.
don't think it's a good idea to add egg because the taste can usually be pretty overwhelming.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
what else?
Let me
I was
see.
thinking fish,
What type of fish?
but
Fish.
that really depends on the rest of things you combine it with.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
I
what type
don't
of fish
think
would you say?
fish goes as well with pickles
It
as
can
other
go
meat
well.
does.
It can go well.
It
Oh my
can.
God! Listen,
Yeah.
people, listen to this. Listen to this.
Okay.
How about you do a crab meat base with lemon on top,
Sounds good.
like a lemon cream.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. It's like, like the first thing I'm imagining is like one of those tuna salads, right? Those South American, South USA tuna salads, right?
Yeah.
Like bunch of mayo, tuna, and then it's like a bunch of celery in it or something like that. And it's like
Mhm,
all this
yeah.
with lemon. Like I would kill for that right now. Holy shit, it sounds good.
I mean, yeah, you kind of are built. You were born on eating Russian salads. I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah. Mayo on top.
Yeah, exactly. Mayo on everything. Like I don't know any Russian dish that is without mayo.
Mayo's great.
I can name a couple, but like most, I know a lot of people who would just add mayo on the side just to eat with it. But on
Mhm,
the topic
Right.
of mayo,
mhm.
Europeans don't know shit about good mayo. Don't know shit.
I would agree.
I beg to
I would agree.
differ with the Dutch. Honestly, I would beg to differ with the Dutch.
Russian mayo is peak. It's so good. I've never had good mayo in Europe. Never. Never. It's always this weird off-putting taste. It's never good by itself. But when you go to Russia, it's like, mwah. Like the
Okay.
fucking mayo is amazing. It's like you could
Question.
eat it spoonful. You could eat it
Wait, no,
spoonful
no.
and still
I'm
be
gonna ask
happy.
Daniela. You cannot answer this question because you're Russian, of course, and it pertains to mayo. But this is more directed to Isaac. Isaac, mayo with fries. Mortal sin where you should be cast down to hell, or oh, okay.
It's pretty good. I like it. I do it
Yeah, we
pretty
always
All
often.
do
right,
that.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
yeah, we always
Yeah,
do.
no, no,
Yeah,
because I mean
it's
it's a very
tasty.
bipolar topic between I would say the European American community, because the Americans see this as literally blasphemy against God.
I
Like
think they
Really?
should try
you
it
just
once.
like you carved a fucking pentagram into a church.
Huh.
They really think that it's that bad.
They just think it's nasty.
I don't know what I don't know, but it's like those like burger sauces they sometimes serve as French fry sides,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The special sauce, you mean?
Wait, let me think about it a little bit more.
You mean the mixture of ketchup and mayo?
Yeah, they sometimes do that as
Yeah,
well, but
that's a special sauce. I usually do that with my, usually with my burgers when I go back home. You know.
yeah, it makes sense. But still, never mind. Ignore what they said. Like thinking about this makes much sense.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyways, I think I want to go to another interesting topic, which is that I found a wonderful place in the current city I live in because I got root beer
Hell yeah,
and Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper.
Dr
I've
Pepper.
never had it. How good is it?
Dr
It's
I've
really good.
had Dr. Pepper, but I've never had a root beer.
Root beer.
Root beer is amazing. Like it's my Americanness. It flows through my veins after I drank one sip of beer. A fucking bald eagle, like came from the periphery. Genuinely, I have to say, like this is the greatest fucking thing on planet Earth.
But yeah.
Also, I had a Dr Pepper vanilla float, so it's with vanilla taste.
Oh, that must have been good. I've like never had like those ice cream
Yeah,
floats before.
I had a I showed you the can picture, on our group chat.
I oh yeah, I don't have Instagram on my phone, so if you sent like a embed picture, I probably didn't see it. But yeah, oh well.
Yeah, I sent a Dr Pepper because it was vanilla float, and also like the can design is amazing.
Dr Pepper.
Like what I noticed, right? Americans might have probably the most saturated sugars in any fucking thing, right? But at least they know how to brand at least they know how to brand their cans, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like the Dr Pepper vanilla float one is literally like built like a football, like an American football.
Oh yeah, no, it looks great.
Exactly.
Wait, let
Exactly.
me remember the soda tier list we did some time ago, Isaac, right? Where do we put
Right, yeah.
Dr Pepper? It's across the board.
Huh.
Exactly.
It's really good.
We tried. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
What else did
Honestly,
we try?
I have to say, like, I feel like, when you start drinking, like, let's say alternative soft drinks to like the main, Sprite, Coca-Cola, like it's good, right?
Does
But when I
Pepsi
drink it
count as
now,
alternative?
no, no. When people drink Pepsi and then they complain that you drink Coca-Cola, it's practically like a pick me, but for like soda brands, I guess.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Fair enough. But still, I think Pepsi's slightly
Like,
better than Coca-Cola.
I mean, like that's fine. That's your opinion.
Oh,
At
yeah.
least you don't at least you don't go around telling people like, oh my god, I drink Pepsi because like it's not Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's gay.
It's
Like,
unfathomably gay.
like gay as in bad gay. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We're not using
Right.
we're not using it gay as a pejorative. We're just talking about very annoying people, like that one South Park episode. Anyways,
I didn't watch
as
that
I was
much of
saying,
something, but okay.
as I was saying, I think like when you start drinking Dr Pepper and like root beer, it's like then you kind of look at Coca-Cola and you're like, mm,
Mm.
it's not bad. And like I'm not complaining about anyone that drinks it. It just like it doesn't have it's because it's a very generic taste to me at this point, you know? It's like when I drink Dr. Pepper or root beer, right? I think it's because it's so rare that I have it. It's like an experience, right? It's like a very good experience
Mm-hmm.
that you keep with it, right? When you drink Coca-Cola, right? I had it so much in my life. I'm not saying like it's not like I drank 2 liters of Coke a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like I had it sporadically. That a point no is like when you drink Coca-Cola, you know the taste you're getting, right?
Yep.
So you're not surprised when it hits, right? So therefore, when you drink it and you're done, you don't feel like wow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so usually what happens is you order another one, right? Because you didn't really get that, right?
Yeah.
But when I just drank a Dr Pepper or like a root beer, I just needed one because I was happy.
My God.
So that's my argument against it.
Also
What are your
bless you,
thoughts?
Isaac. I guess.
My thoughts, I never get Coca-Cola nor Pepsi. I think you should just like cut on your sugar consumption. I
Yeah,
think
Oh
that's
no,
kind of
that's
like
bad
that's
for
true.
you.
most no. Like I said, I don't drink that much. I said I didn't have. I only had like one can of Dr Pepper and root beer in all this time in Maastricht. It was just
Yeah.
a nice experience to have because,
Yeah.
like, because I lived in the United States, it's like it's a trip back memory lane. You know what I mean? And usually, like, when I get Coca-Cola, I usually get zero sugar
Makes sense.
because I don't want to get fat. So
Right, but essentially what I was getting to is just if you're drinking a lot of any soda, honestly, just do yourself a favor and drink some water instead.
oh no, no,
Like,
definitely.
Yeah.
come on.
I mean,
Public health
it's like,
announcement.
I
Still
feel
that's
like
bad for you.
yeah, I know, but like I said, like I drink water most of the time. Like
Yeah.
I don't go to the store deliberately. Go, I do not fill out my I do not fill out my fridge with like soft
Yeah.
drinks. I usually get them at restaurants.
What about
When I,
syrups? Do any of you like buy syrups? You know those like elder.
yes, but only Slovenian syrups, like the elderflower one.
Yeah. Does Pingo count as a Slovenian one?
You know what? It's a part of my childhood, so I'll say yes.
Okay, cool. And it's because Pingo is an amazing drink. I love it so much. But yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Also, it has a very cute penguin on the front.
Yeah,
It does.
it does. What I
Anyways,
wanted to say.
I wanted to talk about this. Daniela doesn't smoke here, but like Isaac, would you say the Red Bull cigarette combo is overrated, or would you say that like it deserves its praise?
I don't know if I've ever like tried both at the same time,
Mhm.
but just like thinking how it would feel, I could imagine it's pretty good. I think some people are overstating how good it is, but it's definitely great. It would definitely be great.
You say you think it's a top tier thing?
I
I
think
would
it's at least like a low A tier at the very least.
low A tier. That's fair. I think I would give kind of the same thing because like definitely, if you want to get shit done, a cigarette and a Red Bull, oh my god, great things. And oh yeah, one thing, I don't encourage people to smoke, by the
Yeah,
way.
don't smoke.
This is
It's bad for
this is
you.
this is my own fucking grave I'm digging. I
Daniel
know
Yeah,
that
I
it
have
himself
could
is
done
killing
since
himself because
New
he
Year's as
smokes.
well.
Remember that.
exactly exactly. I'm digging my own 6 foot grave. So please, like the general health surgeon in the United States warned, this shit causes cancer. It can also cause stroke and a heart attack. Okay,
Everything.
so
Remember
please
the
don't
pictures.
smoke. Also, if anyone starts smoking because they think it's cool, you're a fucking dumbass. Okay.
Yep.
It's pretty
Anyway,
cool, but like it's not worth it.
Like no, let me state it like this. You think you look cool, but you don't start looking cool until you smoke a pack.
Exactly. So you should never
You
mind.
should, like, by the point, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. Like,
exactly.
look,
Exactly.
I'll say one thing. Everyone is saying I was going to say everyone is smoking is bad, but like never smoking is bad, really bad. Never smoke. But if you want to try at least once, you can do it. But remember to self control. Never smoke. Better never try than actually try. I'll just say that, in my opinion, because like I guess like fuck, this sounds really awkward, but like don't smoke. Smoking might be funny, it might look cool, but don't smoke. But the thing is, like, it's like, in my opinion, smoking is like kind of idolized in our current culture. Even if like people go like, "Oh, don't smoke," "Oh, don't do that," right? Smoking is still
No,
like a really strong
no. I
part
mean,
of culture.
interesting enough, I think the reason it became such a strong part of culture was interesting enough. It was the cause of World War II
Yeah,
that
military is actually a bit caused because like cigarettes were used as rations, tried
yeah,
to
exactly. Not even
as
even
yeah.
in World War One, it was that because even before World War One, smoking was actually seen as a very effeminate and also like something that only the devil
No, no,
only
like cigarettes specifically,
yeah,
cigarettes
cigarettes
specific.
specifically. Pipe smoking was actually seen as a very manly thing to do,
Yeah, yeah.
or like to chew on tobacco.
In addition to how to call it, rolled up cigarettes were also
Oh yeah,
considered fine. But
oh yeah.
like,
Also, I would just like to say
don't
um
smoke.
no. I just want to say one more thing. Goes there goes chewing tobacco. Here comes sins. Welcome back, chewing tobacco.
Yep. What else?
Just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say that. Anyways, oh yeah. So yeah, I think it's because of practically the cigarette being mass produced and used as a ration within war to boost morale that actually raised the cigarette standing with people. And caused also after World War I and World War II because of such disastrous economic effects. It was the best way to keep people within line without having too much public discontent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
What I
anyways,
was saying about, uh, I think is right. People hold up the cigarette to such a standard that I think for most people, like I would personally say this a little bit about myself, but like a cigarette becomes something mystical, something that is like out of touch, like a secret treasure, like something like that, right?
esoteric, you would say,
Wrong words. No, maybe no, not really.
or you say
Actually, yeah,
like,
esoteric would be a good word. It would be a
or
good
you
word.
say mythical.
Something esoteric that beckons like trying it at a certain degree. I don't know. I might be just susceptible to addictions. But
I mean, guess who got us? Guess who got me into fucking mahjong? You junkie.
yeah. I love gambling. But yeah.
Anyway.
But
Anyways, also I want to talk about on the topic of gambling. I think there's another topic about addictions that I want to discuss. What is your favorite form of gambling? Isaac,
mm,
you start.
playing poker without looking at your hands.
hmm No, I want to ask Isaac here because I think Isaac was a little quiet, and I want
Yeah.
to hear his opinion about
Yeah,
it.
no, my favorite form of gambling. That's a very interesting question, and I think I would personally go for school
School? You
Oh
say
my
because,
school?
god.
Wait, hold on.
Real.
School?
especially in America, you pay an incredible amount of money. You get yourself in debt for most people for the rest of their lives. And the payout is, well, gambling. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think like it's a really bad slot machine. American
Yeah.
University. Practically, you max out your credit card, and there's a 1 in 500th chance that you get a jackpot.
exactly.
But even then, that jackpot costed you an arm and a leg and probably your 2 lungs.
But yeah. What else is there?
So that's fair. That's fair. But like, okay, besides let's say cynical social commentary about the current state of the world, what is your favorite form of gambling?
Um, okay, definitely everything on red.
Oh
Everything on
yeah.
red. So the roulette table. You love the
Absolutely.
roulette table.
For me, I would say asking for a hit in blackjack until I get 21.
Damn.
Interesting.
Or
I would say honestly, I would say high hand. So maybe like a 4 or like 4K, like of a 4 or maybe like a straight flush in poker, Texas Hold'em.
mhm.
Because like your monkey brain just goes.
Yeah. On the topic of poker, another fun thing to do is to just not look at your hand right when they're giving you the cards, and then just play by just gambling, straight up gambling.
Interesting.
Right?
Yep.
It doesn't check. Literally just says call.
Yeah, you just call and then just bet more. You just go all in at some point.
Does not know what the words fold or check is.
Yep.
Literally.
You either scare the shit out of the opponent, right? So you get the pot,
Mhm.
the winning, the blinds, like the worst way to get blinds in another game, or
Mhm.
you basically gamble your way to winning the other hand by a little bit.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's a
But
lot
also,
of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I think another form of gambling that I love right now is right now on my phone, Balatro.
Oh, yeah. Well, it isn't really gambling. You're not betting. Well, maybe you're betting your time.
I am betting my time because like the
Yeah.
higher the score you get, the more dopamine hit you get. And when you get like really really good combos, oh my goodness, it's better than sex.
It's pretty fucking good.
Excuse me.
Exactly. Exactly. Better than sex, better than anything. I'll tell you that for sure.
But yeah. Uh,
So, I think one last thing I want to touch on is Tarok or Tarok in Slovene.
it's fine.
Love this. It's great. It's a great game. I still don't understand how you don't understand the game, Daniela, even though you play fucking mahjong.
No, but like mahjong is simple. It doesn't have all
It
these complicated words. It doesn't have 15 different scoring rules depending on which
Daniela,
kingdom.
that's literally what mahjong is.
No, mahjong is different. It's completely different. Right?
I think
No, it's
that's
not.
I think it's a high level of copium. Do you agree, Isaac?
Absolutely.
It's completely different.
I
The gameplay
think
system is
yeah.
completely different. Tatrock is a scoring game, whilst Tatrock is a combination game.
It's also a scoring game. Come on.
Badly.
Are you saying mahjong is not a
Entire
combination
point-
game?
The entire point of Tarok is to get the highest score possible.
Yeah, whilst in mahjong you just try to get a winning hand. It is
Yeah,
different.
but
The points
no,
come later.
no,
They
you
act
still have-
as a way to
It's the
establish a
exact
lead.
same
you either have one wind or two winds, and at the end of the wind, you get your total points.
Yap,
highest
yap,
point
yap.
Yep. Like,
Both are the exact same thing. Let's move on. Next topic.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Anyway, Isaac, I think Isaac should bring up the next topic.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to getting the rules for the next episode.
Are you guys sure that we want to talk this on like podcast? Or do you want to like talk this off?
I think it would be
podcast.
bore. I think it would bore the audience. I think we could
Yeah.
just this off
As
camera.
if the rest of everything we've talked about so far didn't.
How the fuck did it bore the audience?
Yeah, like they're going to be at least entertained by the
Interesting thing that we
slideshow.
talked about.
We talked about sandwiches. We talked about toilets. We talked about gambling. We talked about smoking. We talked about drinking. I mean,
And
come
now
on.
we're gonna talk about rules.
No, that's gay.
No, we're not. We're going to stop the podcast and then talk and then call. But anyways, we actually didn't mention anything about drinking. But I think at this point I should really say, don't gamble, don't smoke, and don't drink.
Oh yeah, I think you should put a disclaimer then. Like
Yeah,
a
I'm
big-
going to as I did with the last episode. I'll just record myself at the beginning saying all that.
Yeah, I also think that like you should add like the like the alarm thing and like have like a really shitty emoji like with the big wide eyes and like disclaimer and like
like ew, alarm.
exactly.
Wait, let me.
Exactly.
Attention, all viewers. Smoking is bad. Drinking is bad. Gambling is bad. If you have problems with any of those, contact
Seek help.
support guidelines or go to your local meetings. Stop it. Something like
Yes.
that.
Anyways,
How
now
to
I
quit
wanted to
addictions
actually I
tutorial
wanted
on YouTube.
actually wait listen. I actually had another topic of conversation that might interest Isaac a lot here.
Okay.
Which goth women. To what degree would you allow them to ruin your life?
Completely.
Like without impunity? Are you saying like completely?
What do you mean by ruin your life? Is that like a temporary thing or permanent?
More like first year to know her because she had a lot of trauma before, so she's probably gonna break it on.
It's like, so is it like Oisumi Pun Pun type of shit?
What?
Fuck.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Fuck.
Yeah, same.
Uh,
No idea.
On my way to kill myself then, I guess. Never kill yourself also. That's also retarded. I'll put that I mean.
But anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
suicide
So,
equals bad.
Yeah.
but long-term investment though, she's for life.
What if you can
Oh,
fix her?
absolutely worth it.
I mean, let's say I'm saying in this magical scenario, you can fix her. Like after that year, when it's done, like everything goes to normal, and she resolves her internal conflict, and practically is the best wife you've had.
Hell yeah.
Ever.
Hell yeah. Like the
I mean, why
expected
not?
return is so much larger than the trade-off.
So you're saying like, so what point would you say is a deal breaker?
What's the downside? What are you saying is the downside here?
Emotional abuse, physical abuse, maybe cheating, perhaps.
Okay,
Here and
that's not-
there.
That's not
Okay,
great.
like since we're kind of looking this from like an overview perspective, but if it was happening in real life, I'd quit by like if I found out she was cheating, I'd quit by that point.
Okay.
Like
So you say
I don't
cheating
know,
is
like maybe emotional. Actually, no, any sort of abuse, I'd probably quit at that point.
I think abuse is totally okay. Hold that.
Continue.
No, I'll just go past that. No, I think that cheating is absolutely a deal breaker. Everything like before that is totally fine. If like if the payout is what you said it was.
No, but the thing is, at that moment, you don't know if you're going to get the payout.
Oh, then I would. Ah,
Like the
Good
thing
question.
is, you have to be
that's a
the
good question.
wrong. You'd have to be, in my opinion, the wrong type of insane that you'd actually enjoy those type of things, right? Where you get mentally and physically abused. But at that point, actually, never mind. Yeah, what I was
Oh,
saying.
wait, well, can you finish your thought?
Like what I was thinking, right? Because we're talking about like her ruining you, right?
Yeah.
Because she could like start making it toxic. It ruins your self esteem. So you seek validation from her by getting actually abused by her, because it means that you're getting her attention in that way.
So then it's kind of a form of huh.
Yeah,
Okay, interesting. So
Interesting.
then practically you would say that if you didn't know the payoff, you would stay probably what, like a month max if you didn't know the
like
payoff?
I'll stay a month until like I genuinely start being genuinely hurt by her.
I mean, if you don't know the payoff, it's literally just like a normal relationship. We're not really having a special scenario here.
Crazy.
Crazy statement.
Crazy statement.
What's crazy about that?
Most relationships are like
You know,
good.
like
No,
know,
that's literally so wrong. Most relationships last like I think less than 3 months. I think that's the average.
mhm. So
Fair
actually,
enough, I guess.
this is another question that I actually wanted to talk about. What do you guys currently think of our generation's dating scene?
Uh, I don't know.
Are
Pathetic, probably.
would you say like Daniela, or would you say you're too much of a shut-in to really kind of like chip into this, or
Like, I guess I could.
do you have your own?
I don't know. You know how people joke coaches don't play, so I guess I'll just say from a coach's experience. But yeah, like, I guess what I would say is people expect instant gratification with their like relationship instantly, right? They instantly really want the relationship to just instantly work, instantly succeed, and then just yada. But then people don't realize that like a good relationship actually comes from like the ability to solve the problems together and like through communications. Like yeah, that's what I think.
Actually, really
So at
well
this
thought.
point, like I think our generations is a little bit cooked at the moment, because like still like I'm coming, but as at the later end, basically of the Gen Z, right? So at this point, most people are still like not adult enough, and they're still heavily influenced by TikTok and like this sort of. But like the moment people start like I don't know getting jobs and then start actually like figuring the shit out, I think it'll like more or less fix itself slowly by
So would you
bit by
say
bit.
that
That's fair.
because of would you say that because of the commodification of relationships by social media, that it causes to view relationships and, let's say, the people that you're sexually attracted to as objects to attain?
Yeah.
Like not like overtly, but I would say more subtly.
I
Like
would
you don't
I
think
would
of the person
honestly
as
say
an
it's
object.
actually
You would
overtly
say
that at this
so
point the relationship becomes like a
a transaction.
well.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I guess you can say that, but like most relationships, if you really think about it, are technically transaction. We take time together to be together, right? And then we both give each other emotional support and stuff like that, right? Some
That's
at a
not
certain
inherently
point,
that's not inherently transactional.
it
Transactional
isn't. It
means
isn't.
that,
But if you look at a certain point, it's an exchange of how do you call it?
well,
It's an
it's an exchange
exchange.
of needs
It's
and
a
wants. Yeah, true.
transaction either way, but I think the problem is that we're now way more aware and like accepting the fact that this is a transaction.
We're like putting more emphasis on the transaction part, I
Right.
guess.
Even
Also,
though
one
like
thing
there's
I
another
said
term. Wait, sorry.
before.
Yeah, just sorry. I was just have to cut you off. But like,
Right,
there's
yeah.
another word for it. It's called loving someone. But
Yeah.
I guess I might be naive about that. Sorry. Continue, Isaac.
Right. Yeah, no, I just want to correct myself from before. I looked it up, and the average relationship is 2 years. So I was slightly off.
You were a little bit off.
You're off
It's
by
dropping
wait.
rapidly. It is dropping
You were off
rapidly.
by
So
about 21 months.
Yep.
yeah,
I mean, like I think also I think like another thing that like I see in like relationships is that sometimes people are within, let's say, 1 year relationships, right? And then they start getting bored very easily,
Yeah.
oh
right?
yeah,
The
And that's the
instant
problem. And the
gratification
problem is
part.
that yeah, it's actually it's instant gratification. The fireworks, the fluffiness, it's all gone, right? So what a lot of people think as the spark within a relationship dies, it's not. It's what happens is that you've gotten so not comfortable. Would it be comfortable with the other person? I think it would be comfortable with the other person that like you know who they are completely. You know that they're not the ideal that you envisioned in your head, right? So
I
therefore,
see.
because the mystique is gone, the mysteriousness, the unknown is gone, right? So therefore you just see a regular person in front of you and you start getting bored, right? Even though like you still might have like great chemistry, right? You feel like that
Hmm.
spark dies, so then practically like think, oh, maybe there's something better out there, maybe there's something better out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I see
I
what you
think
mean.
that's a lot of people's biggest mistakes because they get this weird feeling of FOMO that they're missing out, and especially during your young age, because you're like, what if like I miss out on the best thing? Honestly, I like to think of it as blackjack. It's like it's like splitting your hand on a 10 and a 7. It's
Damn.
like, if I no, it's like splitting on two tens. It's like, okay, I have a 20 now, but like maybe if I split, tens, I might get a high hand and I might get double.
Uh-huh.
So that's the way I see it, honestly.
Yeah. That's a good. That's like, I guess, like a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Also, people are kind of romanticizing cheating, which is, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
pretty obviously like fucking awful.
Yeah.
But I think it's like I mean I wouldn't say, I mean I think it is a current problem in our generation, but I would say that cheating as a problem has been prevalent within a lot of generations.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
but I think that like for example, a long time ago, like I would say, let's say back in the medieval era, I mean aristocrats would cheat, like nobles cheated.
Yeah. Like
Like it's
the
fucking
Oh yeah,
in
all the
every
time.
single culture. I just want to say quickly, the idea of concubines is very prevalent in most cultures.
I mean, yeah, like for example, the Chinese emperor had concubines, while
Yeah.
let's say their lordships in Europe had mistresses.
Yeah, yeah. It was always present. It was always present.
It
It's
was always
like
present.
I could say this if you're looking from biological perspective.
Mhm.
Multiple partners is better. That's like the simplest way to say it because you get your seed out more often. So yeah, I
I
guess
mean, yeah,
that's
if we're stripping away every single facet of humanity from an individual and we just boil them down to their basic biological need to survive and to, well,
pass on the genes
reproduce,
basically.
exactly, then yeah, practically every single person on this planet is a horny fucker that wants to fuck every other thing that moves and is able to reproduce for them. Then
Yep.
yes, but I find that to be a little bit, I don't know, reductive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of bad though because it increases the chance of like incest substantially. I mean,
Like
that's also the reason that they don't let you donate that much sperm,
But
which
that's
personal experience here.
yeah, personal experience. Yes,
No,
yeah,
it's
none.
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. But I mean, back on topic, right? What I wanted to say was that I think that cheating was so prevalent within nobility, for example, within medieval Europe, because of their decadent lifestyles.
Right.
And I think that, for example, maybe I'm wrong. In practice, maybe there's a historian out there that would say fucking wrong. Also, peasants cheated on each other more, but I feel like peasants cheated way less on each other for the simple fact that there was economic incentive to stay together and stay stable.
you know what I'd
Yeah.
say to that.
Hmm.
I think yeah, yeah, but also but there's also the possibility of it not being documented as much, because if we're going back to the time of kings
Exactly,
and
exactly.
monarchs, right? Like
Damn.
most historians would be busy documenting the life of kings and the life of courts,
Right,
and
because
then
we
like
don't, yeah, exactly. We don't know the life of your average peasant. So yeah,
yeah,
I could be
so
completely wrong. I could be completely wrong.
but in all honesty, because having multiple girlfriends is expensive if you think about it, right? Because you have to cater to every single one of them. It would an average person probably wouldn't afford that. But yeah.
Say in that era, and like with their cultural ideals, yes. I mean now, I don't know. If you get a girl a sandwich, her idea of love is so warped that it's practically she'll think it's an act of great kindness. Okay, that's a little bit of an exaggeration,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
you get the point. I feel like that's actually wants me bring me to something else. I feel like people's standards for people is either so absurdly high or they're like literally bare minimum and they think it's too much.
Hmm.
So what I'm saying to that is that, for example, there's a lot of people when you ask them, "Hey, what do you like to see in someone?" "Oh, they're kind, they respect me." Like, come on, that's literally the most basic requirements for to like someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what a significant other is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And
Anyways.
like some people treat it as like literally like something that needs to be like is almost impossible to attain, like it's 1 in a billion, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then there are other times where I think this is a much smaller proportion of people that experience this, like a much like a I think a minority where they have like just ungodly high standards.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
couldn't.
I think the majority here is that we just kind of lowered our standards altogether as, you know, let's say our group as Gen Z, where we're looking for like the base standard. And I think that
No,
that's
no,
a
no. I like the opposite. We raised our standards way too much because of
you
social
think
media and such.
you think we've
Social
raised
media
ourselves?
shows us lives and people that are never achievable, but because we can see them all the time, we think, "Oh shit, I could probably get that."
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's a big
So
thing.
yeah, that's what I
That's true.
think.
But also I think that people when let's say they get such relationships, right? They then it because such relationships are inherently unstable, right? And they usually end in shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I wouldn't. Sometimes you may get trauma from such relationships and so on and so forth, and therefore, like once you let's say experience this perfect relationship, right? You kind of develop, let's say, a relative distrust towards like new relationships, and then you start looking just for the bare minimum. What, as I said, what I was saying before, just looking for stability.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's currently 8 minutes past midnight.
I think we should wrap up
Do we have any closing
I think we
comments
should.
on the idea of relationships? Or no?
here.
No.
Relationships are good unless they're bad.
Okay, great one.
Aki?
Anyways,
But you know it's never bad.
I like to finish a
You
closing
know it's
statement.
never bad.
For the
Epic
love of God,
Games.
I
Thank you
hope
for
that.
sponsoring
Yes,
Anyways, I
thank
just
this
you.
want to say one more thing.
episode.
For the love of God, please, whoever's listening to this, probably a fucking worm. Don't take anything what we said serious. Please, for the love of God.
Oh, there's
We
a
are.
lot of false information also.
Look,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, if you're really concerned
Everything
about
with a grain of salt.
relationship, look, I think the easiest thing to do is just to communicate. It might be awkward, it might be kind of stinky for you, it might be like, but how do I do this? Just start talking to them. Try not to make them sound bad or make yourself sound bad. Just try talking to them on equal
And
ground.
just be yourself and don't try to be someone for them. If they don't like you for who you are, well, that's
Break
their
up.
loss.
They're not gonna like you when it develops.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Exactly.
just be yourself.
just be yourself.
Exactly.
Even how much it's corny it sounds, just be yourself. But yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's all
Well,
for the night. For today. Just at the
Anyway.
end of this was recorded on the 9th. I hope all of you are having a good day. We're having a good day, or are having a good day
By the
because
way, Daniela, can you do me a favor? When we have outros, can you put like some jazz music outro, like it's a fucking light show?
I'll see. I don't know.
Perfect.
We could just have, I don't know, 15 minutes. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, that's all for the night, for the day, yada yada. So I wish to all the listeners a good day, a good night, or whatever however you're listening to this. And yeah, next points we'll see at some other point, maybe in March, because by the rate I'm editing these videos, we might have to do it will probably be posted in late February. But yeah, that's all.
Good night and
Goodbye.
enjoy this
Bye-bye.
garbage listening. Adios.
Adios.
Good night.
Isaac, say goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Adios.